All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I normally have a different software that I use to stream, but for some reason I'm not able to log into the software. So right now, the screen is just gonna do what the screen is doing. The quality of the video may not be the best today, but the information will be worth it. All right. So right now we are talking about the 48 consumer laws of credit repair. That's something that we're going to talk about. A lot of you are still sending DMs asking about credit repair. So I wrote a new book talking about how you can use 48 strategies, 48 laws of consumer law to really get your credit repair done. So that's something that I'm going to talk about today. So let me just get this right here. Comment the word law for the ebook. Right? All right. So we're going to get into the 48 consumer laws of credit repair. And why is that important? Why do you think it's important for us to know what is on our credit report? Why is it important? Why does credit matter? Let's start there. Why does credit matter? That's a very important um, question that a lot of people need to ask themselves. Why do you think credit matters? And how is my life controlled by what a 3-digit number that is spit out of an algorithm says about me? Why is that so important? So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to discuss that. And I'm going to drop something in YouTube real quick, and we're gonna make it work. So I was not able to get on Facebook. You've helped me with collection foreclosure. Thank you. Peace and love. Let's go. I appreciate that. All right, the official to Raw. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So one. All right. So we're gonna start off today talking about why credit repair is important, and we're going to speak about how. Yes, I'm looking for the link. I'm going to drop the link here, guys. Just give me a few. I'm going to drop it here. I'm going to the website. Like I said, all the stuff I had planned. Okay, so it seems like we're also having some other issues. Let me see what's going on. All right, to build credit and maturity. Okay, that could be a factor. That could be a factor. That could be a factor. It is a valid factor. I have 19 late payments total and two loans of a closed account that have six late. What do I do? All right. Give me 1 second. Let me get everything sorted out. All right. I'm looking for something and I'm going to give it right to you guys. Let me find this link real quick so I can send it to you. I'm looking for a link. I'm going to send that link for. All right. So now that we've gotten those out the way, so the number one reason why your credit is very important is, guys, you are judged whether you like it or not. You're judged based on your credit worthiness, your credit standing, your credit capacity. What does that do, or what does that say about you? Well, banks don't know you, right? Banks don't know you. Lenders don't know you. Underwriters don't know you. So what they decided to do back in the day was they designed a system that could take your non-public personal information and categorize what risk category you fall in, or you fell in, based on your habits. So this algorithm, this FICO score, was built based on your habits, spending habits, your ability to just take stuff not paid back, your ability to pay back your loans on time. It gives a financial overview of the character of the person that's applying for the thing. That's basically what it does, right? So give me one second. Right. So basically, upon coming up with this system, they realized not only can they use it to determine, quote unquote, a person's credit worthiness, but it can also be used as a strong arm, as a way of blackmailing. Guys, the credit system is a blackmailing system, right? And the reason why they do it is because if all the lenders, all the underwriters come to one place to view your credit worthiness, your credit capacity, to see your histories, well, if you owe me something, if you owe me something and I didn't get paid back, I'm going to broadcast it so others can see, right? I'm going to broadcast it so all my friends can see, all the bankers can see. And when they can see that you borrowed from me and you never paid me back, guess what? They won't lend you. They won't lend to you. They won't do business with you. So, so what do you do now? Banks say that you're not trustworthy. Credit unions say you're not credible. What do you do with the inaccurate information that is on your credit now, that is stopping you from getting a home, an apartment, a car, take a trip, get the new job, go to the new school district, the new school zone, the new zip code? What do you do now when that information is on your credit and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it? Or is there? Is it a situation where there's nothing you can do about it? Or is there a situation where you can take action? So, for those of you that want to take action regarding what misinformation that may be on your credit, I need you to drop the word laws inside of the chat. Drop the word law inside of the chat. All right. I'm, like I said before, I'm getting the links ready for you guys. All right. Seems like we're good. All right. So now we're talking about the 40. So this is how I came up with the concept of the 48 consumer laws of credit repair. And these laws, guys, we're talking about from late payments to collection. There was somebody with 19 late payments. there was somebody with 19 late payments, right? So that's the new book. So for those of you that's commenting the word law, for all of you that's commenting the word law, you should get a DM regarding the new ebook, right? And let me see what the chat is saying over here, and then I'm going to go into some of the laws of credit repair. All right, I see some people commenting the word law, so I'm going to send that. I just dropped the link inside of the chat. All right, someone says I have 19 late payments total, and two or loans of the closed account have six late. What do I do? Well, King, the first thing I'm going to say is that I'm going to be having, so I'm gonna have a call after this live. After this call, I'm giving 10 people the opportunity to come on a Zoom with me. I'm giving 10 people the opportunity to come on Zoom with me. Right? It's for $99. I think it's $100. I don't know. But we're gonna be on Zoom for 1 hour, and I'm gonna give you a strategy. All right. So for those of you that want, so at in 37 minutes, I'll be on a Zoom. For those of you that want to be on that Zoom with me, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to give you a tailored strategy specifically for you. All right, so all you have to do is comment the word strategy. For those of you that want to be on that Zoom in 37 minutes, you have a late payment, you want to know what strategy to use, how to do it, you want the dispute process, the dispute flow, you want an analysis of your situation, you may have a repo. For any of you hearing the sound of my voice right now, in 36 minutes, I will be going on Zoom. If you want a tailored strategy for you, just drop the word strategy and I will send you a Zoom link and you can join it. Like I said, it's just for $100. A lot of you have $100. It's Friday. My time isn't free. I'm just gonna be quite honest with you guys. My time isn't free. As you guys can see, I'm in Jamaica. I'm still here working. So for those of you that want to be on that Zoom, I want you to comment the word strategy. If you are on YouTube, I'm going to just drop the link for the dispute strategy segment where I'll be giving you your own tailored consult basically on the call. And that is the link right there. I need to remove inquiries. So you definitely need to get on that Zoom call. Whopper unit. So Whopper unit. Comment the word strategy, get the link. I'll be doing strategies on the Zoom. All right. I'm going to be going over strategies on the Zoom. Darren, I have a quick question for you. I have a repossession on your record. Is there any loopholes beside waiting for 7 years or paying? I'm 18K in debt for car repo. So we're talking about a strategy here. And this is one of the reasons why, guys, I'm telling you, you need to get on that Zoom. The Zoom is the strategy segment. All right. The strategy segment, I will be going over it because YBG336, you need an entire repossession evaluation. And that's not something that I can do on this call. So if you want to be a part of it, if you want me to go through and give you my input, you got to be on that Zoom call. Another question. For those of you that's commenting the word strategy, let me know if you got the link or not. Because if you did not get the link, I want you to DM me the word strategy so I can send that DM to you. All right? So I can DM you guys the Zoom link. Do you have anything where I can pay you to settle and fix my credit? Unfortunately, not, King. I do not do credit repair. I have an educational company, and what I do is educate consumers on how they can repair, rebuild, and restore their own credit. All right. So let's talk about now law one, right? When we have, so let me pull the laws up. Let me go and pull these laws up. All right, guys, give me a second. I'm going to pull these laws up and then we're going to go over some of the laws. All right. Mm, 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 mm. All right, let me find these laws real quick. We're gonna go over the laws and we're gonna talk about them. So give me 2 seconds. I want to find all the laws and we're gonna go through them. I'm just looking for them right now, and I'll be able to. That's strange. Where are they? All right. Can I find the laws? This is very strange. This is absolutely strange. Okay, here we go. I was wondering where these laws were. All right. So we're gonna start from law number one, guys. We're gonna start from law number one, and we're gonna go through a couple of the laws now that speaks on credit repair itself. So strange. It's like the laws completely disappeared. 48 laws. Here we go. All right. So we're gonna start off with law one, right? And this is where most people drop the ball right here. All right, Jay Smooth, you did not get a link. So for those of you that did not get a link, just DM me the word strategy. If you DM me the word strategy, I'll be able to send you the link. I'm not sure, my automation may be off. Just DM me the word law DM me the word strategy and I'll send you the Zoom link. All right. Just DM me the word strategy and I'll DM you and I'll give you the link to get on the live. Now, law one. Law one speaks about owning your credit report. A lot of you are scared to pull your report. Let me ask you guys a question. When was the last time anyone on this live pulled your credit report? When was the last time any of you on here pull your credit report? When was the last time anyone on here pulled their credit report to see what was on it? When was the last time? I need some feedback. When was the last time you looked at your credit? All right, someone said a couple of days ago. Last week, okay? I got somebody. All right, I got somebody. All right, somebody said yesterday. All right, Somebody said it. Oh wow, a couple years ago, a months ago. hmm I'm scared. So we have to. So this is why law number one is so important, guys. I'm telling you, you need to read this book, the 48 Consumer Laws of Credit Repair. You gotta read this book. All right. This is why law one is so important. Know your credit report. See, the CRAs believe that your credit report is their playground. And what they do with that is they put a lot of information on your credit report. Some of the information may be accurate, some of the information may not be accurate. Some of the information may be true, but not because the information is true, it doesn't mean that they were compliant with putting stuff on your credit. Let me give you an example. Is there anyone on here that has a collections on their credit? Is there anyone on here that has a collection on their credit? What if I told you that collections should not be on your credit report? Debt collections should not be on your credit report. And the correct way to get rid of collections on your credit is to be disputing it a specific way. Collections are not supposed to be on your credit. Collections do not qualify under the definition of what an account is. And by not sufficing or by not meeting the definition of what account means, collections on your credit is illegal. It shouldn't be on there. It is unlawful because they are not compliant with the law. And a lot of people that have collections on their credit, it's because of your inaction, meaning that you don't know something about consumer law, why a collection is still on your credit. The collection is still on your credit because you don't know consumer law. That's why some people still have collections on their credit. All right? Collections has collection have to meet a required definition. So the fact that a lot of these collection agencies, LVNV Funding, Jefferson Capital, Midland Management, the reason why a lot of them gotten away with putting things on your credit is because the average person does not know what to dispute on their credit. And by you not knowing what to dispute on your credit, it gives them the ability to use your credit report as their playground, because the more your credit report gets pulled, the more money they make from these pulls. And a lot of you don't even know that the so-called soft pulls that you're using to pull your credit is also illegal. Man, I think, Daraine, I think I need to calm down. I think I need to calm down. That's what I think. I think I need to calm down because I'm just giving up too much sauce here. Guys, in a few minutes, I'll be going on Zoom. I'll be giving out strategies live. If you want to be a part of that Zoom call, guys, comment the word strategy. If you want to be a part of the dispute strategy segment, comment the word strategy. So I'm going to drop the link here for YouTube. So everybody on YouTube, if you want to be a part of the dispute strategy segment, I just dropped the link. You can join the dispute strategy segment. All right, I just dropped the link. For those of you on Instagram, it seems like my automations is not working. So what I want you to do is DM me the word strategy. So I'm going to get off the live in about 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, I'm going to get off the live so I can respond to the DMs and send out the word strategy for those of you who did not get the link, okay? If you do not get the link, guys, I'm telling you, just DM me the word strategy so I can send you the link. For those of you on YouTube, all you got to do is just comment the word strategy and check the chat. Here is the link. I dropped the link several times. All right, let's talk about I'm gonna go down the line of your credit report, right? So the first thing on a credit report, and this is where we're covering the 48 laws of consumer laws and credit repair. So law one, law one spoke about what? Law one spoke about owning your credit report, right? When you own your credit report, meaning that you see what is on there, you know what needs to get done, you are going to dispute it correctly, you are going to see what is on there. Why do I still have addresses from 10 years ago? Why do I still have collections from 7 years ago? Why do I still have inquiries from 3 years ago? You have to know what is on your credit. Why is my employer listed on my consumer? You have to own your credit reports. And by owning your credit reports, now you are able to start going to work. And the first thing you do when it comes to your credit report is what? Cleaning up personal information. You gotta clean up personal information, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care what you say. You have to clean up personal information. This can be done over the phone. I'll be giving out that strategy on our dispute strategy segment for when you guys come on the call in about 15 minutes. All right, we're going to go on Zoom. We're going to start at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you do not have the link, you need to drop the word strategy in the comments. You need to drop the word strategy in the chat box. If you're on Instagram, DM me the word strategy. Why is it so important that we clean up personal information? Well, some of you might say, well, Daraine, personal information does not affect my credit score. Well, you may be correct, but personal information affects your ability to get approvals. If you have 5 to 10 different names on your credit report, if you have 5 to 10 addresses on your credit report, if you have 5 to 10 phone numbers on your credit, that is showing an underwriter and a lender that you are not reliable. And if I do give you something, if I do extend a line of credit to you, and then I start looking for you, I cannot find you. So before I put myself in a situation as a lender, as an underwriter, where I may not get my credit back, guess what? I'm just not going to do business with you. A lot of you don't even know that you have Credit Karma pulling your information and you never even gave Credit Karma any authorization. All right, it looks like somebody want to join the live. Like I said, guys, we're about to get out of here in a few minutes. Where I'm going to start the dispute strategy segment, and for those of you that want a tailored strategy for your situation and you want to spend an hour with me, this is the right time to do it because I'm going to be on Zoom for 30 minutes, and you can definitely get your strategy in the dispute strategy segment that is going to go happen in about 15 to 20 minutes. So if you're on Instagram, just comment the word strategy. If you are on YouTube, just comment the word strategy, and here is the link. All right. So we talk about law number two. Law number two is cleaning up your personal information. Guys, you have to clean up personal information. There is no going around it. And there's actually a case law on personal information where the plaintiff was awarded a $50,000 check. All right, the plaintiff was awarded a $50,000 check for having inaccurate personal information on their credit after disputing it. See, the reason why most people are not getting results is because your dispute flow sucks. Your dispute flow is crazy. Your dispute flow is terrible. You are not using the right disputes for the right accounts. You're not using the right dispute for the right accounts. The right dispute strategy is not being used for the right accounts. What does that mean? You cannot send out a debt validation letter for a late payment. You cannot send out a debt validation letter for a late payment. You can't do it. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. There's absolutely no way you're going to send out a late payment letter for a collections or a debt validation letter for a late payment. Come on, that makes no sense. That absolutely makes no sense at all. If you're going to talk about debt collection, there are things that we need to know about the collection. The first thing, I can't hear no sound. Hmm. Um, Instagram. Can you hear the sound of my voice? If you're on Instagram, can you hear the sound of my voice? If you're on Instagram, can you hear the sound of my voice? It looks like IG is blocking my audio again. That's crazy. That is crazy. IG is blocking my audio again. They did this the last time I was live. I gave live a break, but it looks like Instagram is blocking my audio again. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. That is crazy. That's just crazy. Instagram is blocking my whole audio again. Guys, I'm about to go on. I'm going to set Zoom up. All right. I'm going to go set Zoom up. We will be starting the dispute strategy segment in 15 minutes. All right. All right. So it seems like my audio is completely blocked. So Instagram, I don't know what's going on. My audio is completely blocked. So what I'm gonna do, um, I'm just gonna end the live on Instagram, and then I'm gonna end over here in just a few. I'm gonna go get the Zoom class ready. It seems like my audio is being blocked. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna drop the link one more time for the strategy segment. If you have any questions that you need to ask me, this is where you do it. All right, so I'm gonna jump off of live right now. Chat, I'm just gonna jump off of live. I don't know what's going on with audio, but it seems the audio is being blocked by mainstream social media. Okay.